Today I'm revealing my first official image from my remote observatory. Hey folks, my name's Steve and welcome to Scotia Astro. Some of you might be aware that as well as imaging from my backyard here in the UK, I recently took the leap into the world of remote imaging. I secured a pre-built imaging system through First Light Optics at the Ikarus Observatory at the PixelSkies facilities in southern Spain. I discussed this process in a previous video and I'll link it up here so you can go and check that out after you watch this video. Today though, I wanted to share my first official image from the remote rig with you all from this awesome dark sky location. If you want to keep up to date with all my astrophotography adventures from here in the UK and now Spain too, then please consider subscribing and hit the bell notification below so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. Thanks very much for your support. Now that I have many more clear skies to image in Spain, compared to what we get here in the UK at least, I can devote much more time in my targets and increase integration times to produce cleaner and more detailed images more regularly. I've recently been turning my attention more towards the dark nebula regions of the night sky, and I wanted to find a target that would frame up nicely with the gear I'm using remotely. Before I discuss the target, I'll quickly go over the rig and its main features. The scope I'm using is the awesome Stella Myra 90ED triplet with its dedicated 0.8 times reducer flattener. This brings the native focal length down from 540mm to 432, and the focal ratio comes down from f6 to ZWO f4.8. The scope's paired with the excellent ZWO 2600mm Pro camera, and I image with the colour version here at home, so it's been fun getting a chance to sample this amazing camera in its mono version. With this field of view I can take in a huge range of targets, and it's been really fun scouring Stellarium to see what targets I can bag with this high performing system. All the filters are from Antlia and include the 36mm 3nm SHO filters, as well as a set of LRGB filters, giving me options to suit the sky conditions and moon phases. Focusing is achieved with the ZWO EAF, and everything's powered with the newly added Pegasus Astro Ultimate Powerbox version 3. The rig sits on a solid iOptron CEM40 mount, and all the gear's controlled with a Beelink Mini PC, and it's remotely accessed straight to my computer here at home. When I was choosing my target over the first few nights, the moon was low both in terms of altitude and brightness, so I went for a favourite target of mine, the Iris Nebula in the constellation of Cepheus. This object's a bright reflection nebula, and through previous attempts at it from my backyard here in the UK, I knew that it was surrounded by a nice amount of dust, especially if you can devote a good deal of time on it. It also fits well into the field of view of my remote system, so I set up my imaging run with a mixture of LRGB filters. I've tried this target from home with a really wide field Samyang 135 system and a more zoomed in view through 150mm Newtonian. Although I was fairly happy with the results, the ever-present light pollution from my suburban neighbourhood led to washed out images with tricky gradients, so I was excited to try again at different focal lengths and under much better skies. I managed to collect just under 8 hours of data, which isn't a huge amount, but under great skies I sucked in a nice amount of detail. I'm planning to go back to this target again when the conditions are right, so you'll likely be seeing it again in my social media channels. But for now I'll leave you with my first pass at it, my first official image from my remote setup. Thanks for tuning in, have a great day or night wherever you are in the world, and clear skies to you all.